Welcome, One Crack News. It's your boy Cino in the house. What's up? I'll let you. Hold on. Did it even activate? What is going on right here? It's all kind of screwy-dooey stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. Salute. Anyway, let's get to it. Have your boss or supervisor ever tried to flirt with you? Don't worry, Don. Maybe one day. I've had this happen at numerous situations with female bosses and supervisors, superiors. I'm desirable. Oh man, I'll never forget it. But a lot of women are reluctant to talk about that because a lot of women do it. They feel that sleeping with the supervisor is like trying to appease a father almost. They feel like, I gotta get him, he likes me, and this is gonna help my career. It never helps your career. Screwing your boss is a good way to get fired. Got a female boss, you mess with her, eventually you're gonna be fired. Or both of you will be fired, which is a good way to lose your job. Right along with respect. Now, one girl, oh my God, she's a bad Puerto Rican chick. Whew! Supervisor, man, oh man, this was her thing. She loved to flirt. Flirting was just her thing. She loved to flirt. So it wasn't gonna go anywhere with her. Plus her boyfriend worked there, but she just flirted with people until she felt like doing something. But man, oh man, I have never seen anything like that. Boy, she was cute. She's about 5'8", had a slender frame. But when you get to the waist, just out of nowhere comes this natural culo. And she would wear these outfits and just be like hanging over me. I'm like, what is she doing? I love the way you explain and break things down, and the way you explain it, like how the process is. They did a video of me recording me explaining how to break down the machine into the machines, to show other people as an instructional video of what to do and what not to do. He said, try being a tennis coach for 20 years. Oh, God. Them chicks gonna be throwing themselves at you. So, yeah. Almost every female supervisor I had, there was flirting going on. Almost every single one of them. No, her boyfriend worked there. I remember her boyfriend asked me one time, like, do you want her? Like, you want my girl? Like, what's up with that? Because she was over there by me all the time. So he asked me, did I want his girl? And I'm like, I'm where she told me to work. I'm like, dog, I'm where she told me to work. She said she wanted me on this project and me to run it by myself. So cause she said she'll come over and help if it gets like jammed up. But she want me over here doing this, dog. So I'm like, don't look at me. Your girl wanted that to happen. Why do men stick with women that like to flirt? It's a whole nother question. Oh, there's plenty of. Now, I try not to do that because I say that's a good way to get fired. But the flirting has always been there. Supervisors, females, and power. Oh my God, I could have slept with all the managers, all of them. I had my opportunity. One girl slept her way into the position. And once she slept her way into the position and got all the way up to the top, that's when the problems ensued. So it was like, okay, well, why are there problems here? There shouldn't be any problems here. But the problem ensued and continued to go on and develop and get worse and worse. And nobody understood why. It was like, why is this happening? This should not be happening here. But it was, and it was bad. It was god awful. She kept sleeping her way to the top. Well, one of the female supervisors, she was drop dead gorgeous. Now, I'm a high school kid. This is like my first real job as a high school kid. And she is our manager. And she looks like a girl I used to like back like when I was a freshman in high school. And I was like, she kind of looks like her, but she's a full-fledged woman. And she was our manager, like our supervisor. And I was just like, she was the one. Everybody flirted with this woman. And she was not going. She was not breaking that bond of supervisor and employee. Now, she was dating another supervisor, but she would not date anybody who was underneath or beneath any of them. That was not going to happen. You weren't going to catch her doing that. Well, like I always say, it depends on the people. It depends on the person, rather. If the person isn't doing what they're supposed to do, then naturally you're gonna have those problems, right? So you kind of like don't want to have those problems, right? I've seen it. I've seen it go either way. I've seen it become really good, and I've seen it become just god awful. Yeah, it could go either way. So you don't want to. Right. I mean, that female manager, she only dated anything else, but she worked her way to the top. Like, well, I don't know how far she was going at that place, but she was a high-ranking supervisor. So, oh no, I found out she with now the boyfriend she was with, his best friend. Like they had slept together before he started dating. So I knew why he was feeling that way. Like there was actually a shot. Like I learned all this stuff out later. But she was definitely 100% into me, and I didn't. I'm just like, look, I need my job. At that time, I was a vet. Don't date in the workplace. That was rule number one. A lot of people became unruly. Like there was so much going on. They didn't have any. They didn't have any type of resolve or anything like that. They just kept it laid back. They didn't care about what everybody said about rules or regulations and all that. They didn't care less. They just know I need to tear something up and tear it down. So that's how they rolled. No, there are a lot of people that didn't see that there was a huge, and I mean a huge blowback from all the things that came before everyone else. You know, yeah, I'm definitely aware that that is the case. I've seen it develop more and more. I've seen people take certain steps of provision to try to stop certain things from happening. But it is what it is. You get to a point where you say to yourself, okay, I've done this, like I've made it this far. What is there more for me to do? You know? But that female, oh, my buddy was sleeping with the manager. He was, he came in there and was like, man, I never forget it. He was eating the manager out in the girls' bathroom. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. He's eating the manager out in the girls' bathroom. Now, she wasn't a supervisor yet. She was the manager then. But she ended up becoming a supervisor then. She got fired because one of the guys she was sleeping with, he got fired and she didn't protect him. And she was like, I can't keep you, like dog, you was stealing CDs, dog. Like, you got caught stealing CDs. What do you want? What do you want her to do? She can't make that go away. She got bosses too. And he basically pulled her down too. Like, me and her was having sex, and she knew I was stealing. And oh man, he threw her way under the bus. One of the supervisors, she flirted with me. She was like sadistically, like sex driven. Like, she was like touching my leg, going, making like, I'm like, man, like, what is wrong with this woman? Like, no, just take me home. I don't want no part of what you talking about, lady. Take me home. She was, okay, I'll take you to the house. She's like, we could just stop at my house right quick. No, not stopping by your house. Drive me home. I'm not going. Because I know her thing is to drive you to the house, and then she'll sleep with you and all that. I'm like, I know your routine, and it ain't finna happen with me. I wasn't going for that routine. Nah, I don't want to sleep with my boss. That's a good. It's not if you care about getting fired. Like, if you don't care about getting fired, like my boy didn't care. He didn't care. He was going all out. Damn, Dunwoody, he didn't care. Dunwoody didn't care at all. He was trying to sleep with the teacher, and she was like a head teacher. Like, you couldn't do that with that. That's like a main teacher. We in high school, and he just grabbing her butt and everything else. She was, look, it don't stop here at the office. It don't stop with a suspension. It stop with this police station. Stop touching me. Come on, man. You know you want me to he want to let me in. Yeah, he was crazy. No, he wants me to let me in. I was like, every time she walked past Dunwoody, I'm like, you know he finna do it. Every single time. He finna grab her butt. Dunwoody, he couldn't help himself. Yeah, he did that to the teacher. He could care less. He was a senior. He was like, I'm grown, I'm 18. Come on, let me get in there. That's how he talked. He was crazy. I'm like, dude, this dude is wild. He's negotiating, smashing the teacher. Like, where they do this at? He was negotiating hard. Like, come on now, you know you want to do it. Come on, let me do it. He doing this in front of the class. Now, him and his homeboy was in the class. They seniors, we freshmen. This was a freshman-like class. He didn't fail so many years. He's still in the same freshman type of class. And they was like, you see why these two are here? Because they've been doing this for 4 years. And now they're in their senior year, and they need to take this freshman class. And I'm like, they ain't finna pass this. They finna fail it again. Yeah, 4 years of failing the same class. But they needed it to graduate. they stayed in school for a good period of time. Like I don't think he even graduated that year. I think that guy did. His buddy graduated. He made it, but Dunwoody did not. Dunwoody was in jail, and I don't know if it was from the teacher. Like, she got him suspended, and he came right back. Like, yeah, I'm back on suspension. And he was back grabbing her butt again. Oh, Dunwoody was out of there. I think she got him kicked out the class. Like I said, I don't think he ever graduated. I don't know what he did, but I know he went to jail. That was one thing. He was in jail, and he came back, and it was weird because he was grabbing on anybody's butt at that time. Dunwoody was in there talking about jail and grabbing people's butt. It's just something when you see in that soap. Man, I'm telling you, going in and cracking somebody's butt. Ooh, boy. It's like, the hell wrong with Dunwoody? Damn, that 3 to 9 messed you up for real, though. Swing still slow. Yeah, he kept grabbing this dude's butt. It was gym class. So he was in gym class, Dunwoody in there grabbing on dude's butt. The dude was like, man. And I tell you, boy, man, don't weigh that thing in front of me. Ooh, they didn't mess Dunwoody all the way up. This dude, he was the first booty warrior. He's the first documented booty warrior, is him. Oh, Wayne was back in jail. He was back in jail. It didn't make no sense. Dunwoody was back in jail. Yeah, these people, they weren't doing anything right. You know, they was doing it all goofy and crazy at that time. You know, it was so much going on that made no sense to anybody. It was just a lot of nonsense going back and forth, and people weren't really understanding what was the dynamics of it. Like, I had a female supervisor, like, her thing is she liked me, and I was like, oh, she's cute supervisor. But I never broke that line between supervisor and you know, employee. But we had a good working relationship, and she was like, you know, like, if you would have tried back then, like, you would have got it. And I'm like, what? Because we don't work together no more, but we still friends on, like, social media and everything. But she was like, back then, you would have been the only one. She was like, you would have been the only one that could get it. And I was like, like, you tell me that now? She's like, I like the way you handle things. Like, you was always on top. You always knew what to do. And I'm like, well, you know, she was like, you always acted like a boss. Even when you wasn't the boss, I was your boss, and you helped me out. You was like, look, let me help you, you know, get this done, and this is the way we should do it, because this should go quicker. And she was like, you never even cared about taking the credit, and I was like, it didn't matter to me. I'm just trying to get the job done. I just want to go home. This ain't where my mind is. My mind is here, get this job done. It's nothing personal. I don't have time to get caught in the drama. Then there was another girl that worked there that wanted her spot. It didn't go that way. It didn't go that way. They were just mad over attention. The other girl wears some skanky, and she'd be like, "Oh my God, look at her wearing that." And she's like, "Yeah, she's jealous because she ain't got it like this." And she started wiggling and stuff. I'd be like, "Whew, Jesus Christ, skank, skank, skank." Then they told me the whole drop on her. Like, "Oh, I don't think you want to mess with her. She got hurt." And he's like, "Wait, just wait a couple days. She gonna have an outbreak. It's coming." And I'm like, "For real?" And sure enough, boy, she, boom, big red dot on her face. I'm like, whoa. She was already skanky. Now she's really skanky. Oh yeah, I mean, when some girls go and work at jobs and they try to seduce the boss. That's the way to get to what they want. And they want more control, they want more everything. So they come right in there like, "Wait till I'm gonna get him." So they come right in there and grab the boss. Like they scoop the boss up right away. Boss don't know what went down. By the time the boss turn around, it's too late. Everything that went left. Boss ain't got a chance. She go in there sleeping with the boss at some hotel. Shoot, next thing you know, I know, God, I know. Now y'all done brought up another memory. We had the Loft 21. Next thing you know, we're having a company party. It's just a couple of people hanging out after work. Well, we had a little retreat. Wasn't no retreat. We was at the Loft 21. We sitting there like, all right, throwing up beers and everything. The supervisor out hanging with the staff. Want to thank y'all for all the support. He trying to act like he's like over everybody. He put this thing together so he can try to show it off to the girls like he's the boss. I'm like, she knows you the supervisor already. But you want to show off like, "You guys are all good, right? I want to say, you guys, you did a great job." And I'm like, when has this ever happened? Ever. But he's paying for the drinks. So he was buying all the rounds. Now, even though he's the boss, you know, he's got a wife and kids. He ain't, you know, so he can't be just blowing his money buying everybody drinks and all the rounds. So anyway, he picks it up the whole round, like first round and stuff on me. So he goes over there and talking to the girl, and over there they taking shots at the bar, talking and all this. So she's already in. I'm like, you're filleting a fish that was already pre-cooked when you bought it. Like, why is he doing all this? It's like makes no sense. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this dude is making no sense. This fish is ready to be filleted. It's done. The work is done, B. Right. He's stunting for no reason. She's already gonna go. She has a goal here. I see her goal. She is looking for what she wants out the job, and she's like, "I got my sucker that I could have to be my sugar daddy." And that's what she was looking for. Somebody to just pay for things for her while she keep her check. So she'll work. So when she was at the job, she wasn't getting nothing but little jobs to do. For the whole day, she'll stretch it out. And because she was sleeping with the supervisor. So the girls, women are vindictive. I swear, women who don't even want this man, they just don't like her. So what they go and do is they get real stupid. And they go ahead and calls the wife. Right? They call the wife up. And you're like, what? Like, yep, they called up his wife. So when they called up the wife, it was like really easy for them to do. They contacted the wife. The wife come through, and everybody is like blown away. Wife flipped out. She heard everything. So he leaves the wife and was like, I'm staying with this chick. So what? So now him and this girl, they ain't gotta hide nothing no more. They together. So the wife confronts them at a restaurant. And the chick ain't no average chick. And she tried to put her hands on her like, you home wrecker. You know he's got to live. I have every right to kick your ass. And she knocked over a drink on her. And like the movie, I guess she thought the girl was going to do some, like it go in the movies. But she didn't realize the girl that he was sleeping with was a like ex-gangbang. Like she was an ex-female gang member that she got sexed into the gang. Like she slept with everybody because she wanted to. She did it both ways. She fought to get in the gang and slept with him to get in the gang. So she got in there, wow. So she went back to her gangbanging ways and started beating the hell out of dude's wife. And dude was, hey, oh, whoa, hold on, that's my wife. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. He beat the wife down. It was like, sit down, we're eating here. She's trespassing. She has to go. He was like, oh no, I can't stay here. I'm embarrassed. Oh no, we're eating somewhere else. Let's go. I don't want all these people to see me. So he's paying the tab, getting up, going. He's scared to death. Now he didn't know what he was dealing with. Yeah, he didn't know what he was dealing with. Got involved with something he didn't know. So now him and the wife is going through a divorce. And he's supposed to be with this chick. This chick is draining all of his damn money. And he don't know what's going on. She's like, you gonna pay for it. Shut up. And he was just, this is entirely different than what I thought, man. I'm in a dangerous situation here, man. I'm in a dangerous situation. His divorce is breaking me. I'm trying to hide money in my brother's name. And the brother's like, man, quit putting me in your mess. Because he's like, your wife, who I know, he's on his wife's side. Like, she's sitting there with the kids. I know you low down. So this don't faze me at all. That's what he's saying. Like, look, this thing is on you. You the scumbag here. Yeah, so what happens? His other buddy, who's cool as a fan, you know, he does his thing. He's married too, but he got his homeboy. Them two are going out at night. Boy, but his homeboy know how to got him. You can get that wife up. But her friend got like 4 kids, and she had a husband. Like legally married. I'm like, you don't have any kids. She got 4 kids. So this dude already know the drop. He's like, look, we just having fun. I get to do what I want to do. That's that. And we move on. But these people are going out getting down. Like it's a swingers night. And these girls are coming up. Once again, the other girls are getting mad that these girls get all the breaks. So this one lady, she has her husband that works there, and the husbands can't stand these 2 girls. And he's in there, and every time his wife complains about him, I don't like the way they looking at me. You need to do something. You need to go into the office and report them. And so the husband gets mad because they keep putting like their food. They always cook and prepare their food. They ain't buying no food. So she set the food on the desk, and the husband grabbed it, and his wife was like, don't you dare do anything for them. He picks up the food and dumps it. I mean, literally just dumped it right in the trash. And I mean, he was just mad. She sat it on his desk. And it wasn't hurt nothing. It was just sitting there. He don't like them anyway. So he threw their food in the trash, man. She went and got the dude she's sleeping with, the supervisor, and brought him over there. She was like, you wait right here. I'll be right back. And I'm like, uh-oh. She's going to grab her supervisor man, and she's coming right back. She brought him right back, and it was hell on wheels for him. He did it. His wife don't like him, and he don't like them either. Because they get away with doing nothing. They don't really have to work. And everybody can't say nothing to them because the supervisors, the main supervisor, they sleeping with them. So they get to do nothing. Like me, I just do my job and I don't even care about it. But these people in here, these Latino women. So, it's a whole different party, baby. Latino women will hate on you 6 ways to Sunday. You better believe it. Oh, they don't care. That don't even matter. Yeah, it all depends. What's on the table, what's on the cards. What the cards hold. Whether somebody's gonna do something or not. They crazy. One probably fine. Probably. One is alright. Yeah, she wanted to get up with me before. And I didn't want to get up with her. Then this other girl came in. She started getting mad at her. And started lying and telling her how me and her was messing around and all this. And I'm like, why you do that? Why you lie to the girl? Lie on me. She was like, I just don't like her. So I told her that. And I'm like, now she mad at me. And I might want to smash this chick. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, her friend, she was just a troublemaker. And it come to find out, she had started so much trouble at another job from sleeping around with everybody. When she came here, she was just like nymphomaniac, this chick, man. She was just sleeping with everybody. She couldn't, like every day she had to have it. So that's not for me. I ain't got time to be doing this every night. You ain't killing me. Yeah, I know. Sound like no work getting done, don't it? All this going on in the office. Oh yeah, and this is what gets me. When you a girl that's out to try to grab a guy you want, and then you know what kind of guy you got, right? And you sit there and you're going after the guy you want. You get the guy you want. You trap the guy you want by getting pregnant, something he never wanted to do. They taking ecstasy, and next thing you know, she gets pregnant. He was like, man, I was on so much X that night, I don't know what happened. So they went and took all this ecstasy. They got messed up, and all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. No, she got pregnant, and then they was living together, and then he was getting domesticated, and he's somebody that's out partying every night. So you know that you can't do that. But her mother is the main supervisor of the company. She the one hired her daughter there. So she kept her daughter working there. Even when her daughter was violating all the rules, they kept breaking the rules for the daughter so she wouldn't get fired. And the daughter was basically like a supervisor and manager because she couldn't be touched. She couldn't be fired because of her mother. So she had a position. So that's the only reason the guy she was going after at the job was dealing with her and sleeping with her, because the mom was the supervisor and he was getting that overtime. Like when they had to go pull for overtime, they'd grab him because he was a driver. So he was getting that extra overtime hours. So, but it cost him partying around with that chick and nailing her. Now he got a baby. Now he living with her. And now the mom is like, well, you ain't finna leave my daughter out here like that. All messed up. No siree. Nope. Y'all gonna be together. So the mom was like, nope, nope, nope. So now he's trapped. Then in comes this other hot chick out of nowhere. This hot chick started working there, and she was working on my shift. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. Next thing you know, she only wanted to mess around with him. And I was like, oh, man, I didn't know you knew her. He was like, yeah, dude. She came and she's like, I love your curly hair. Meet me in the back room. And then they start sleeping in the back room. He's like, this is the first day I met her. And I'm already making out with her. I'm like, dog, but your girl work here. This is going to be crazy for you. You know how this building is. He's like, I know. I don't know how much time I got. But I'm trying to get out of this marriage. I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but this could get bad. That's what I told him, like, this could get bad. This is not on the table designed for anything that you probably ready for. So this could get bad for you, because it lasted 3 weeks. 3 weeks of this, and the daughter got fired. They fired the daughter, like the main supervisors, and said, no, she's got to go. Sorry, can't keep her. So she got let go. She went to go get another job. So this all happened within 3 weeks. Within the second week, here comes her driving up there like a bat out of hell. We getting ready to start work. He getting off because he first shift, we second shift. So he getting ready to get off work. The girl worked with us. She on our shift. She started on his shift one day. And that was for training. And that's the day she met him, slept with him. Other than that, she been on our shift. So the girl's working there. She's coming in. And, you know, right before they get off in first shift and second shift, everybody sit there. So he talking to the girl, rapping to her, everything, right? They sitting there talking. She pull up like a bat out of hell. The baby's still in the car seat. She got the baby in the car seat. She pull up to the job in this SUV thing, jump out, leave the baby in the car, go walk beeline into the company, and just grabs him by his hair, pulls him, oof, grab the chick, smack, whop, 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 beating up the chick. Man, it was crazy. She started putting the ones and twos on, told him, get in the car. He drove there. He's like, I got my car. She said, get in the car. You're going home right now. And drove him home. Drove him home. His car was left there. She said, I'll bring you back tomorrow to work. No, I'm taking you home. Your car's staying there. She beat the hell out of that chick. Beat him up. Put him in the car. I was like, wow. She put him in the car like a kid. And he drove. Woo! Put the beat down on dude. That chick, good Lord. Man, he's cool, man. That was my boy, man. But you can't trap these dudes, man, and expect them to change who they was. You know, this is not what he wanted to sign up for. It just happened to go left. That's what I'm saying. Leave these supervisors alone. Supervisors, daughters. Can't touch them, man. It's appeasing, but you can't touch them. Yep. So anyway, I'm out.